Angel Hands is an organisation that provides support to those in our community who have lost a loved one throughout homicide or suffered serious personal violence. Angel Hands has helped my family.
So Anne, why is there a need for an organisation like Angel Hands?
Well, I think there's, two reasons. One is that, every year on average there's about 35,000 people affected by violent crime. That's 97 a day, 4 an hour. So there's long-lasting effects of trauma related to being victimised, and thus Angel Hands is there to provide long-term services long after the crisis, free to people who are trying to learn how to manage those trauma symptoms and the long-lasting effects of crime.
What is so special about the Angel Hands approach?
I think Angel Hands is unique in the sense that it doesn't just provide services to the direct person affected by the crime, it's their family and friends if they need it as well. And often we work with family and friends to support the person concerned and don't ever actually see the primary person. The other thing is it's free, it's ongoing, and it's not just for the duration of court or criminal proceedings, it's actually for as long as someone needs it. The other unique aspect of Angel Hands is the way that our service is actually delivered is not as clinical as you would think when you go to a counsellor. So we don't actually even call it counselling, we call it befriending, in that we try to get people to just understand that there's nothing wrong with them. They've had an experience that is unusual, and we're there almost as a tour guide to help them recognise what's happening for them and find the tools they need to overcome those symptoms.
If I was a victim of a violent experience, what if I was too frightened to make the first step to come to Angel Hands?
A lot of people find it really hard to ask for help because they think it means they're not coping. What I suggest to people is to understand that even the greatest sports team in the world has a coach, and sometimes they need help and strategy to get what they want out of their game. So if you think about trying to get what you want out of your game of life, then having a coach or a person to help you with that there's no shame in it, and we're just everyday people there with a friendly voice trying to help you recover. So not to be too frightened of us that we're out to judge you or anything like that. We're there to help, and it is hard to make the first call, but most people, once they have, say it's the best thing they've ever done.
What difference can Angel Hands make to someone learning to overcome a violent experience?
In 2008 we lost 2 family members in a double homicide. Angel Hands helped lessen our sense of isolation. It provided us with peer support and understanding. When everything happened, I felt very alone and like there was nobody that understood what was happening to my family. I got in contact with Angel Hands and specifically spent a lot of time with me. She spoke to me, she listened to me cry, she gave me advice, she gave me opportunities and sent me to places that I wouldn't have been able to find myself to get the help that I needed.
Tell me more about the pilot program that the WA Police has funded recently.
WA Police have funded our first ever pilot program, which we've called HOPE, and it's helping others to overcome post-traumatic experiences. What we have done is we have taken 12 people out of the community and trained them how to walk side by side with somebody that has a violent experience to overcome. All our program is based on the extensive research done by Dr. Anne O'Neill around her world first PhD.
And how can someone find out more about Angel Hands?
If you'd like to find out more about Angel Hands, you can contact us through our webpage. We have a Facebook page, and you can also ring through to our mobile or to our office number, which is also on our webpage.